Charts are hinting at something big. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins could be on the verge of major moves as 2026 kicks off. What's your prediction?
You want a long-only scalping strategy where the 5-minute chart is your higher time frame filter and the 1-minute chart is your execution time frame. Here's a step-by-step system you can use based on the setups you've been showing me. 5-minute to 1-minute long-only scalping strategy. 1. High time frame trend filter, 5-minute. Goal: only take longs when the 5-minute structure and momentum are bullish. Conditions for bullish bias on 5-minute. Price above EMA 9, fast, and EMA 20, slow. EMA 9 is greater than EMA 20, both sloping upward. MACD histogram above 0 or turning up from near 0. No large bearish engulfing candle closing below EMA 20. Bonus confirmation, price breaking or consolidating above a previous resistance. If all 4 conditions hold on the 5-minute, move to 1-minute for entry hunt.
In the next 10 minutes, we're going to unpack a powerful story at the intersection of politics, money, and crypto, then finish with an actionable ETH USDT snapshot. The Trump family's push into digital assets has accelerated, with the Wall Street Journal reporting it has earned the family billions. We'll separate signals from noise, highlight real risks, and give you a survival-first framework you can use this week. Educational only. This is not financial advice. First, why does this matter? When high-profile players move onto crypto rails, attention follows. Attention can become liquidity. Liquidity can become price movement in both directions. If you understand the narrative, the incentives behind it, and where value actually accrues, you can participate more safely or decide to sit out the chop. According to the Wall Street Journal's What's News podcast, titled How Crypto Has Earned the Trump Family Billions, the family's crypto activity isn't just a side project. It's a deliberate build that spans tokens, platforms, and stablecoin economics. The big takeaway? This is about building and capturing cash flows through things like platform fees, brand-driven distribution, and yield on reserves, not just speculating on coin prices. When reserves grow and when volume and fees compound across an ecosystem, the numbers can get very large very quickly. But here's the survival angle. Large numbers and headlines are not audited financials. They're directional signals, not guarantees. Now let's talk mechanics at a high level so you can evaluate any future headline. 1. Follow the reserves. If a stable coin or a treasury is part of the stack, where are those assets parked? T-bills, money market funds, or something riskier? 2. Follow the fees. Which platform captures the swaps, the spreads, or the staking margins? 3. Follow the rights. What do token holders actually own? In many models, value accrues to the issuer or the platform, not necessarily to the token you might buy on an exchange. If value doesn't clearly flow to you, size small or pass. A second lens comes from the NDTV report on the Trump family's new crypto venture and the red flags experts have raised. When you're dealing with a politically exposed brand, you should assume 2 things. Number 1, regulatory scrutiny will be higher. Number 2, volatility will be amplified by headlines. That means 2-source confirmation before you act, a defined invalidation level before you enter, and position sizes that adapt to volatility. If realized volatility expands, your risk per idea should shrink, not grow. Let's map this into a practical playbook you can use anytime a celebrity, politician, or a billion-dollar headline hits your feed. Rule 1. Treat headlines as catalysts, not convictions. Let the first impulse move print. Don't chase the initial spike. Wait for the retest of a clear level, then act with your invalidation defined. If it doesn't give you the retest, you didn't miss the trade, you avoided the trap. Rule 2. Pre-plan your stop and your time stop. Your price stop is where your thesis is invalid. Your time stop is how long you're willing to hold if the market goes sideways. If neither the level nor the time condition is met, flatten and reassess. No ego. Rule 3. Size by volatility. If ranges widen from, say, 0.8% to 2% on your time frame, cut your position risk per idea, or widen stop slightly and reduce size so your dollar risk per trade stays constant. Rule 4. Understand who captures the cash flows. Hype often masks where the money really goes. If the issuer's treasury or a platform's fee engine is the profit center, A retail token may not share those economics. That doesn't make it untradeable, but it changes how you size and how long you hold. Now, let's tie the narratives together into what to watch this week. If more reporting like the Wall Street Journal's continues, framing the operation as a scaled, cash flow-driven venture, expect renewed attention around any related releases, partnerships, or treasury updates. Attention can bring short-term liquidity. But the NDTV angle, experts' red flags around governance, disclosures, or conflicts, means that the same attention can cut both ways. Be ready for headline whipsaws. Up on enthusiasm, down on scrutiny. That's why confirmation matters more than prediction. Here's a simple three-step filter for you. Step 1. Is the headline independently confirmed by at least 2 credible outlets? Step 2. Does the story change the cash flow or regulatory outlook in a way that's actually measurable? Step 3. Is there a clean technical level to trade against? One that gives you favorable asymmetry if you're wrong. If you can't answer yes to at least 2 of those, it's entertainment, not a setup. Before we shift to ETH, I want to underline the survival mindset. When narratives are politically charged, emotions spike. Emotions make traders widen risk at the worst possible moments. The pros do the opposite. They trade smaller, define invalidations, and let structure, not opinions, decide the next move. You don't need to be first. You need to be intact. All right, ETH USDT right now, at the time of recording, ETH is trading around 4,358.72 and pulling back. Here's how to frame that objectively. First, mark your most recent swing low on the intraday chart and the nearest breakdown zone above price, typically a prior consolidation shelf or a level where you saw aggressive selling start. If buyers defend that swing low and price can reclaim the breakdown zone on rising volume, that suggests the pullback may be corrective, not a full reversal. In that case, your survival move is to wait for confirmation and then keep your risk tight under the reclaimed level. If, on the other hand, price loses the swing low decisively and fails any retest from below, the next liquidity pocket is often the last clean base on your higher time frame. Look left for the area where price spent the most time before the breakout. In expanding ranges, focus on A+ levels only, reduce size, and favor bracket orders to control slippage on entries and exits. Don't let a winner turn into a loser. Trail stops under structure, not into noise. To keep this episode clean and original, we're anchoring the broader story to 2 references you can read or listen to in the description. The Wall Street Journal's What's News podcast episode, How Crypto Has Earned the Trump Family Billions, and the NDTV report on the new Trump crypto venture and experts' red flags. If you want a deeper dive into the mechanics, reserves, fees, and disclosures, check those out after the video and decide for yourself where the value actually accrues. Here's your quick end-of-episode checklist. 2-source rule before acting on a headline. Define your invalidation and your time stop in advance. Size by volatility. If ranges expand, your risk per idea shrinks. Trade levels, not opinions. Confirmation over prediction. If the cash flow accrues to the issuer or platform and not the token, size small and keep holds short. If this helped, subscribe for Survival First crypto coverage. Comment the ETH levels you're watching most this week. Call out your key support and your key resistance, and I'll pin the sharpest take and feature it in the next upload. Stay safe, stay disciplined, and I'll see you in the next one.